everybody. I'm Lynn Gibney, AccuQuilt's Chief Marketing Officer. I'm here at the AccuQuilt County Fair with Pam, AccuQuilt's cutting expert, and Erica, AccuQuilt's corporate marketing specialist. And today we have a lot of fun things to share with you. On behalf of the entire AccuQuilt team, I want to welcome you to our second AccuQuilt virtual launch party. We believe it is our mission to create joy through quilting by providing innovative solutions that make cutting fabric fast, accurate, easy, and safe. We provide innovations that enrich quilters' lives and help them find excellence in their craft, build a great stash, and cut it quickly into projects while connecting them with other quilters through every stitch. We're constantly working to inspire makers everywhere to experience the joy of quilting. We have a huge launch party planned for you, starting off with the stars of our show, the unveiling of our newest bob dies. Amazing prizes for you to win, project ideas for you to try, and a special offer only available for attendees today. So stick around for the entire event for great giveaways throughout. Pam and Erica, hey,
how are you? Great.
I'm going to leave you with the launch party. I know
Okay.
I'm giving it over in good hands because I heard there are cows out somewhere.
There are cows.
Here's one right here that I need to go corral up.
All right.
So have a great show.
Thanks so much,
and
Lynn.
We'll see you later.
All right, thanks. All right, quilters. Well, this year we don't have carnivals.
No.
We don't have food on a stick. But we do have quilts. And I don't know about you, Erica, but I can't wait to get into the new bob dies. Now, quilters, bob stands for block on board, which means on each bob die, you have all the shapes you need to create an entire quilt block.
That's right.
All right.
So, Pam, our three newest bob block designs are the Ghost Starry Path.
It's my favorite.
It's Pam's favorite.
Okay.
This finishes at 9 inches and it creates a great 3D effect.
It does.
The next one is the Go Maple Leaf. Now this is a classic block. It's going to finish at 8 inches. It's perfect for beginners.
And it has that little stem.
It has the little stem. It's really cool.
I know.
And last but not least, we have a Go Snail's Trail that finishes at 8 inches and is compatible with the Go Cutter.
Excellent.
We know you're going to love all three of these dies. Just take a look at this.
Here we go. Okay, I'm going to give you your lemonade to put over my... Bobs are back, quilters. Gather round for the 3 new block on board designs joining our collection. Honor your love of nature and the outdoors with the Go Maple Leaf die. This die makes cutting this intricate 8-inch finished block design easier than ever. In one pass through a Go Me, Go, or Go Big, you have all the pieces needed for one 2-colored maple leaf block. Then follow the fan favorite Go Snail's Trail. In one pass through a Go or Go Big, you can cut 3 2-colored 8-inch blocks. You won't need a night sky to see the beauty of the Go Starry Path die. Capture this alluring block of illusion using your Go Me, Go, or Go Big. In one pass, you will have all the pieces needed for one 3-color 9-inch block. Remember, bob dies are special because they have all the shapes you need to cut an entire block right on one die board. All 3 of these new bob dies are available now at your local signature retailer and online at AccuQuilt.com. Oh, Erica, that reminded me of how much fun we had playing with these dies.
We really did.
It was great. All right, speaking of fun, we have such a great treat for you. Today, we're joined by 3 quilting experts. They got a sneak peek at our new dies.
They did.
And they're going to share their favorite die and even create a pattern for you to vote on. We'll explain more later, but first, let's meet our experts.
So Barbara is our first expert. She's been quilting for over 20 years and has used AccuQuilt since 2008.
Oh, there you go. Vicki has been sewing since she was 8. quilting over 30 years, and she's also started using AccuQuilt in 2008.
And then we have Jeannie. Now, Jeannie's been sewing since she was a little girl. She made her first quilt back in 1976, and she has been using AccuQuilt for 11 years, which means since the very beginning.
Yeah, since it started.
And she won't make a quilt without it.
Yep.
So our experts are using their new favorite bob die to create a brand new pattern. Now, when they're done, we're going to ask you all to vote on your choice for the purple ribbon winner, the best of show. The winning pattern will join our collection of free patterns that are downloadable online, so be sure to pick the one that you want to make the most.
There you go.
We'll check in with each expert in a little bit so you can get a feel for what they're creating, and then we'll go over their final submissions before we open up the voting.
I feel like it's going to be such a hard decision.
I think so too, and we don't even know what they're doing.
No, we don't, but that's all right. All right, quilters, now we want to make it so easy for you to get a chance to work with all three of our dies, okay? So it's a launch party.
Yep.
Erica and I decided that we created a new bundle. It's called the Go Block Stars Die Bundle. Now, in this bundle are all three of the new bob dies.
Right.
And listen, people ask us for free mats all the time.
Yep.
So we're going to give you free mats.
Yep.
Okay? That's not all. If you order right now, you can also get a free 6x24 quilting ruler. Eric and I use them all the time to subcut our fabric.
We do. So break it down.
Okay, here we go. So we get the three dies. The Go Starry Path, it retails at $79.99.
Right.
The Maple Leaf, $69.99.
Right.
The Snail's Trail retails for $69.99. Tell us about those mats.
Yep. 10 by 10 cutting mat retailing for $12.99.
Yep.
Then the 6x24 mat retailing for $18.99.
Right.
And that quilting ruler, and that was retailing at $19.95.
There we go. Now, altogether, Eric and I didn't do the math, Lynn did.
That's right.
This amazing set is valued at $271. Okay, we think that is not, that's just too high. So we're going to give you a special price today of $219. You're going to save $52, and we will ship it to you free. Okay? We think we should always on launch parties ship free, don't you think? I think it should be a rule. Okay, now we put together those bundles, 100 of them right now. Here's how you can get yours. Go to AccuQuilt.com/party because we're having a launch party.
We're having a party. I think it's time to make somebody happy today, Pam.
Oh, let's do that.
Okay, so we are going to be giving away some dies throughout the show. And we will give one die to each of 3 lucky winners, and then a grand prize winner is going to win all 3.
Oh, what a lucky duck. You get all 3.
So our first winner is going to be chosen from social media. This is somebody who registered through Facebook or Instagram.
Huge shout out to our Facebook followers.
That's right. So our social media winner is going to win the Go Starry Path die today.
Excellent.
And the proud new owner of a Go Starry Path die is Judy B. from Illinois.
Yay, Judy! Thanks for watching with us today. Woo! Oh, she's going to love it. It's my favorite.
She's going to have fun.
She is. All right, now let's get into the details of this bright and shiny Go Starry Path. You can find the block assembly instructions for this die by go to AccuQuilt.com, and you can look for Go Starry Path or the die number, which is 55197. Feel free to go and download the pattern as we go over how to cut this today.
That's right.
Okay, so we have some fabric, we have a die. Look, we have lemonade.
I know, I'll move my lemonade though, so
I'm excited we had a little lemonade.
Okay.
I'm missing the county fair. We go every year. We take Oakley to the county fair every year. All right, here we go.
All right.
Okay, so let's talk about this die first of all. First of all, we have screen printed the letters for you.
Which is so helpful.
Yes, because then you can know where to place your fabric and which pieces to sew together, right? So D and B are going to be Dina Botker, Doug Botker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Just saying. This is one color and these are different colors. Now, you want to have all your fabric facing up.
Yes, that's important.
Okay, so I'm going to take my fabric and I'm going to cover.
Other way.
Oh, no, this is right.
No, these are our points.
Oh, no, I did it the other way.
Okay,
It's
so we're going to do it this way.
We're going to do it this way. I know, I thought I did it. All right, it's all right. Here we go.
It's going to cut really slick.
Yeah.
You want me to?
Yeah,
turn the
mostly
handle?
we just
Okay.
want you to see how it cuts. Now,
Right.
you'll notice that we use a 6x24 die mat. You do not want to use your big 10x24 die mats on your 6x24 dies.
You're going to have slip.
It's going to go
not
through,
good.
it's going to shimmy. Look at you, it's like you've done that before.
I know, you would think so, wouldn't you?
You would.
All right, I'm going to bring this over to you because I
Okay.
know Pam likes to give her dies a little bit
A
love.
little bit of love. So static has built up as it's come through the cutter. So we're going to give it a love. Now, Erica, which all cutters it can go through, right?
Yes, so even the Go Me, because this is on a 6x24 die board.
Okay. All
we
right, so
go.
look how slick all these pieces cut. Okay?
Ah,
Ta-da,
perfect.
ta-da. And we cut off the dog ears. Everything looks cool.
And those points are so perfect. We've got a sample up here.
Yep.
Usually you'd be doing like foundation paper piecing to get these perfect points.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And isn't it a cool, unique block? I love it.
I love it.
All right. Now, Barbara, she was super smart, and
Yes,
she chose this
she
die.
did.
So let's check in with Barbara and see, Barbara, why did you choose the Starry Path die for this challenge?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked, ladies. I picked this die, one, because it fits in all three of my Go cutters. It kind of has that 3D optical illusion. It's fat quarter friendly, and these shapes that are in the die really can't be found anywhere else in the Go line. Okay, I wanted to show you some different examples. This is a 5-color block. You can create this entire block in one pass through your cutter. Here's another 5-color one. Here's some 3-color ones. I played with some different backgrounds just to give it a different look. And of course, scrap busting. This is a great die for scrap busting because of those pieces that they have. Here's some additional ones where I paired them with my 9-inch cube and a block for my 6-inch cube. This one's for you, Pam. Halloween. I did use a striped fabric, and I love how it comes up with a totally different design. And then here's from the spider web. Just one of the little units from the spider web. I used some sashing to go around it. But the very favorite one I have, when you pair it with a bob, is the glorified 9 patch. Look how pretty this becomes when you play with the colors that go on the back of the Starry die with your glorified 9 patch. So I hope that gives you some inspiration, and you can see the different shapes and designs you can make with this block.
The concept I'll be working with for this challenge reflects the starry nights we have here in the Midwest. I'm going to play with these unique shapes and colors to create an interesting design. I'll go get started, check back once we're all done.
Oh, she loves me. She got a little Halloween fabric in there for me. Thanks, Barbara.
That was great, Barbara. Well, remember, we're going to see all of the designs, and then we're going to ask you which expert you think created the best pattern and deserves to win our purple ribbon today at the fair. So the first place winner will be released as a free downloadable pattern for everybody attending. There's really so much that you can do with our bob dies.
Oh, you know what? There really is. And if you want to give the Go Starry Path and our 2 other bob dies a try, remember you can get that Go Block Stars die bundle.
That's right.
We put it together for you. Special show price of $219. Available while supplies last. Now over here we have a little counter, and it says that there are 68 of those bundles left.
So they are going fast.
They are. I feel like these are such great dies. I just really love all of the differences between them.
You really want them all.
You do. Okay? Now don't forget, you're going to get all 3 dies, and we're giving you mats free because we love you. Okay? You're also going to get a free 6x24-inch cutting ruler. That means you're getting Starry Path, Go Maple Leaf, Go Snail's Trail, that 10x10-inch cutting mat. 6x24 cutting mat. You want to have the appropriate size mat. 6x24-inch ruler, all for $219. Wow. Now, that retails value for $271. So you have a savings of $52. And Eric and I say we're going to ship it to you free. So here's how you get it. Go to AccuQuilt.com/party because we're having a party today.
We are having a party. Okay, so let's give away another die, shall we?
Let's do.
Okay, so I think we're going to give away a maple leaf this time.
Oh, you're going to love
the next
this.
one up.
Okay.
And the winner of our Go Maple Leaf die today is Ginny G, and she's from Virginia.
Good job, Ginny. Thanks for watching with us today.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, she's going to love it. This is the dye you tested.
It is, and I just love it. I've already got projects in my head for it.
Right? Okay. So now let's look at this Go Maple Leaf. Again, it's a traditional block, a fan favorite, and you can find the block assembly instructions at AccuQuilt.com.
Right.
Search Go Maple Leaf or use the die number 55195.
Okay, so let's show everybody how to cut on this side.
Yes, let's
shall
do
we?
some cutting.
Okay.
We can do that here.
So let's pick it up here because I have short arms. Okay, so we've got our fabric all cut out.
And it's the right colors.
It's the right colors. It is the right colors. It's almost fall. It's
okay, keep telling yourself that.
I know, right?
Okay.
Okay, so so these are going to be our solid squares.
Okay.
Now here we're going to be cutting some half square triangles, and because I sew with my friend Pam,
Yes.
I know that her favorite trick is to put right sides together when she cuts, because you're going to sew with right sides together, so why not cut with right sides
It's a great
together?
tip. It's a
So
great
we're going
tip.
to put that over there. This is for these last two shapes are going to be what cuts our stem blocks.
Oh, very cool. So
Okay.
quilters, shape B, smaller or bigger than shape C.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's right by the stem, and that'll help you keep track of it too. So then we're going to put this down here. We're going to put this over there.
Oh,
We're
that's
ready to go.
so slick. All right, here we go. I'll let
So
you cut
I'm
it.
going to cut a whole block. Now we're cutting it one color, but this would be a great way to use scraps.
Oh, I think so too. Just think of all those fall colors that you have in your scraps.
And wall hangings,
Yeah.
table runners. We have a great table runner pattern we're going to show you later on that I made. I really like it.
Maple leaf for days. Hey, if you're watching from Canada, hello.
There you go. All right. There's
Do you
our
know
log.
we can't go to Canada?
I
It's
know,
shut down.
we
I
can't
know.
right
So
now.
we can make maple leaves here.
can.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so look at this, quilters. All right, so we have our
So here we go.
squares.
Here's
Look, our
stem.
perfect half square triangles. We cut off those dog ears for you.
We did.
And look, Erica was super smart and she put right sides together. So now we can just pick them up and chain piece for days.
And these stem pieces are going to fit right together on the side.
Because
Those
that's
dog
always the
ears.
hardest part, right,
I
of cutting the
know.
maple leaf was
The
what
dog
do you
ears
use?
will line up perfectly.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be so cute. You're going to love this
Oh my
one.
gosh. Ta-da.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are a lot of ways that you can use the dies and the pieces. So we're going to check with Vicki now because she picked this die and we want to see what she's got in mind.
All right.
Good afternoon, quilters. I'm here at home in my home studio in Southeast Minnesota. I'd like to give a shout out to both Pam and Erica back in the studio and to my colleagues Barbara and Jeannie. Now, Barbara told you all about her starry skies in Oklahoma, but as I said, I'm here in Southeast Minnesota. So I wanted to share with you the block on board, or bob, that I chose for today's fun. This is one of our 3 new dies, and this is called Go Maple Leaf. This die is special for quite a few reasons. Let me show you some. You'll notice really quickly that there's some great shapes on this board. There's a square, some half square triangles, some smaller half square triangles, and then there's this very special stem shape here. Can you imagine cutting this shape out with your rotary cutter? Speaking about cutters, this die board will fit in all 3 of our cutters. And because we have these different shapes on this die board, I want you to note that you could create some other blocks with it. For example, you could create a shoe fly block. Now, let me quickly show you some samples that I made up. I first started with this scrappy version of our maple leaf. I also decided to make one in some spring colors in just the 2 color block way. Now remember that if you put your fabric on this die board, you will be able to cut a complete 2 color block in one pass. I also wanted to share with you something extremely exciting. Because this block finishes to 8 inches, you can use the patterns that come with our 8-inch cube and our 8-inch companion set angles and corners to create 216 blocks that will be the same size as our maple leaf. I decided to go ahead and make a block called Inscription to go with our maple leaf. Now note, they both finish to the same size. The other exciting news about this bob is that it is based on a 3 by 3 grid. So you'll see 1, 2, 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. So that's a 3 by 3 grid. For you, those of you that have had the privilege of taking our Mastering the Cube class, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you'll know how quickly that you can build on this. If you haven't taken the Mastering the Cube class, I highly encourage you to go to our event page on our website and to find the next one being offered. For the rest of today, I'm going to be working on a design that I have thought about to go along with this bob. I'm going to just use the shapes that are on this board, and I'm going to create a wall hanging that I hope that you all will enjoy. I'll see you back soon.
Oh, thank you, Vicki. Okay, now
good.
listen. I don't know how people are going to do it. I don't know how they're going to choose between those two dies, and we still have one left to look at.
That's right.
Okay? You have a tough decision. And after we see all of the designs, you'll have the chance to select the expert pattern that you think is the winner of the Purple Ribbon Best in Show. Okay? It's all up to you.
So while you're at it, don't forget to get your Go Block Star die bundle.
We put it together just for you guys.
We did. So the board says there's 43 of them left. So hurry, and
Yes.
if you have, you know, any trouble, you just keep trying. We'll get you through there.
Yeah.
I know. I think the website's pretty busy right now.
Yeah.
Included in this bundle are all 3 of our great new bob dies.
Do you have a favorite?
I really like the maple leaf.
I know. I think it's because you tested it.
I really do. I think so.
I think so.
And it's fall coming up too, so
Yeah.
it's seasonal. So you're going to get all 3 of those dies: the Starry Path,
Yep.
the maple leaf,
Yep.
and of course the Snail's Trail, which really is absolutely a darling
It's
in the
darling.
8-inch size. The 2 free cutting mats, so that's a 10 by 10 and also a 6 by 24.
Right.
And then that 6 by 24 quilting roller.
Don't you use yours all the time? I
All
subcut
the
all
time.
the time.
All the time.
Okay.
So the bundle would normally be $271.
Right.
The price today during the show is $219. You're saving $52.
It's better.
And we're shipping it free because Pam and I said so.
We did.
So go to AccuQuilt.com/party, and you can find that bundle to order it really easily.
I'm so excited for you to get your bundles. That is going to be so fun.
You're gonna
okay,
love it.
so let's do some math. What day is it? Is it Wednesday?
Yes.
Like they'll have it if they buy it today, like by Monday. Maybe by the
Depends
weekend.
on where you live, yeah.
Listen, we want to
Oh,
see your
quilting
finished
plans,
blocks.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, it's a long weekend. You can plan.
That's right. So one more die to introduce, and that is going to be the Go Snail's Trail. Now, we had, and you know this from being out in the field and,
Yes.
as an educator, so many people wanting a snail's trail that was compatible with this Go cutter.
Right. We have one in the Go Big version.
That's
And
right.
the minute it was released, people said, "Oh, please make it for the
Please make
Go."
it for the Go. So we did.
We did, just
You're
for you
welcome,
guys.
as Pam would say.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, this one you can find on our website if you want to look at those directions. You can go ahead, search it by Go Snail's Trail. You can also look by item number, which is 55196, and that's going to be at AccuQuilt.com.
Perfect. Okay, so the other 2 dies fit in all 3 of our cutters.
That's right.
This one is going to fit in your Go Big, and then your Studio if you have the appropriate adapter.
Right.
Okay? So now look at this. Again, we've screen printed all the letters for you so you know all the parts and pieces.
And it's going to be really helpful with this because there are a lot of parts and pieces with this one.
And this one, here's my tip. Just chain piece for days.
Yep.
Find you a little snack, a little diet something, and just sit at your sewing machine
Yep.
and chain piece, okay? So here's what I did. It's on a 10 by 10 die board. Don't you think this would be perfect for those layer cakes?
It would be perfect. And
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I have a few.
I do in my stash. Okay, so I'm going to cut, we've just cut some fabric here. Now this, you can fan fold. It doesn't have to be
Yep.
all facing up, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we're just going to cover it right here. Okay.
There we go.
Yep, and we're going to put our 10 by 10 cutting mat, and Erica,
Okay,
who
let's go this
apparently
way.
knows how to cut stuff.
I do because I'm the one standing by the handle.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go.
Okay. Now, I tested this die, and I'm going to tell you, it went together so
You did.
fast.
All right.
Okay, give it a little love, slide, don't lift. Okay, I really did. It went together so fast.
Yeah,
Now, here's the thing. You're going to think it's a Band-Aid and just want to rip it off. Don't.
But you'll
Just-
keep your pieces together better if you
Yeah.
just take your time, peel off that extra, and we don't have that much extra here to peel.
No, nope.
There we go.
Look at
and then
this.
you can really keep track of your pieces, and it's really going to help you out as you put this together.
Super slick.
Yeah.
All right. Do you like it?
I love it.
I do.
So I think we've got one expert left.
Yep, let's check in with Jeannie because she chose the snail's trail. Let's see what she's going to make.
Okay.
Hey Pam, hey Erica. Well, that's a very good question. Well, you know, Barbara chose a die that sort of went with her being out west and having such a great view of the sky. And Victoria chose hers because she lives up in Minnesota where there are all sorts of trees. But I live in Florida, and even though they call this the Snail's Trail, I think it looks like waves. And that is why I picked this die. This die is a smaller version of one that AccuQuilt already released. Right behind me, you're going to see the 12-inch version of the Snail's Trail. But that die can only be used on the Go Big machines. And that's why they came out with the new 8-inch version, so that people with the Go machine will also be able to use this die. So it is a 10-inch square die. And having it 10 inches is just perfect for all of those layer cakes that you collect that you never know what to do with. I know I have a big stash of them. Now, there's several different ways that you can make this particular block, and this is the 2-color version. So with 2 different fabrics, if you put down 3 layers of each of those fabrics, it makes enough for you to make 3 different blocks from those 6 layers with 1 pass through the machine. Talk about a time saver. Now here's another version that I made, and this one is 4 colors. So I had a layer of the 4 different fabrics, and with 1 pass through the machine, it would cut enough for you to make 2 blocks. Now this block also happens to look great scrappy. It sort of loses that snail's trail look, and it just becomes a very interesting block. And then here's one that I made, just sort of a challenge to myself. I wanted to use some of the other shapes that were on that die and make a different block. So I call this one my triangle signature block. And I used shapes C, D, and E from the die, and I put them together to form this block. So you can even use some of those same shapes that are on that die to come up with even more blocks that you can make. And you have unlimited possibilities to all the things that you can do with this wonderful new die. Now the 8-inch finished block that this makes can also be paired with a lot of the different bob dies that also make 8-inch finished blocks. And that's what I decided to do for my challenge. I decided to pair this with another one of my bob dies that I love, that is great for busting your stash. And I put the Snail's Trail and this particular block together to make a very interesting quilt. And the other bob die that I chose to use was the log cabin. So we'll be talking about that log cabin when I show you and talk about my challenge piece that I made for today's reveal. So I'll see you guys later.
Oh, thanks, Jeannie.
Jeannie did not disappoint.
She did not.
Okay, well, we're about ready to give away another die. So our third winner is going to win a Go Snail's Trail die today.
Lucky duck.
And our lucky winner is Patsy W. from California.
Oh, congratulations, Patsy. Yay, good job.
With this.
You are. Hey, Patsy, will you use like a layer cake and make a sample and post it on our Facebook page? Would you please, so I could see? Hey, and speaking of making stuff and posting stuff, we were just told our website's running a little slow. Some of you are on there trying to place orders. We know.
Yes.
It's running a little slow. Just keep patient. Be patient. We're gonna, I think, okay. We told them 5 o'clock.
We'll make it work for you.
We're going to make it work. We're going to make till midnight, And I think we're going to just add more bundles. What do you think?
If we need to, we will, because we're live and we figured out the last launch party we can do that when we're
They
live.
gave us just way too much power last time, and now we know what we can do. Okay?
So,
Okay.
so back to the plan.
Yes.
Back to the plan. Okay. We've seen some great ideas so far. And I think we should get ready and take a look at those final submissions. So I want to see what these patterns are going to look like.
Okay.
And see if there's any way that we can choose a purple ribbon winner out of this bunch.
I'm thinking it's going to be hard.
Let's see what Barbara's got for us.
All right.
I'm finished. I told you I was going to play with the shapes and colors to come up with a unique, interesting design, and that's what I created here. I took the basic units and just made mirror images of themselves to create diamonds. Also want you to notice, look at these circles, and I've added some 2-inch sashing between the basic Starry Path blocks. So I just want to encourage you to sometimes think outside the box.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, we're back.
We're talking about all these cool
We're
ideas.
so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited about seeing Barbara's design.
I know. Okay, Barbara, it is fabulous. And she is such a fierce competitor.
Oh,
I'm
she
excited.
is.
Okay, so now we're going to go to Vicki. You ready?
Okay, let's see what Vicki's got.
Hi everybody and welcome back. I'm so excited to be back here with you to show you what I've created using, if you remember, one of our 3 new block on boards or bobs. I chose to use the Go Maple Leaf. So you will find in my project that I only used the shapes that are on this die board. And I'll think you'll agree it's something quite special. I call this Fall into Christmas. As you can see, this die board is also charm pack friendly and is a great way to use your scraps. You'll notice that I didn't use any other shapes except those that were on the die board. I especially want to point out the great border that you can make by using that stem piece. And seriously, who would cut that stem shape without a die? I also want to point out that by just the placement of color in slightly different areas, you can create this bow. So instead of having 2 half square triangles that are exactly the same, by slightly changing the block up and using that other color, you can create a bow for your presents. And also, who doesn't love a good pinwheel? I hope that you love this as much as I do, and I can't wait to see what my colleagues Barbara and Jeannie have been up to.
Erica says that all the time.
Who doesn't love a good pinwheel?
I know, right? Moo. Okay, here we go.
So, Quilters, I don't know how you're going to choose because you've got 2 amazing options, and I have a feeling that Jeannie is going to make it even harder.
I think so too.
So, Jeannie, what have you got?
Well, Pam and Erica, this is my Krabby Beach cabin. So I combine the Snail's Trail and also the log cabin die, which is right over there. Now that makes a finished 12-inch block, but a really exciting thing about that log cabin die is you can make blocks 6 inches, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever size you want. So I made my log cabins 8 inches so they would match my Snail's Trail. And then I also added some applique from this die. It's called the Sea Life Medley. And it also has free downloadable embroidery designs that go with the applique shapes on this die. And so I used the crab from this die and I embroidered them on my embroidery machine and added them after I had finished piecing this particular wall hanging. So that's why it's called a Krabby Beach for the Snail's Trail and cabin for the log cabin. So I hope you all enjoy my block or my challenge for my wall hanging that I'm submitting for you guys to decide if it's as good as Barbara's and Victoria's and which one of us is going to end up being the winner of our little challenge. Thanks.
Okay. Jeannie did not disappoint.
No, she didn't.
Okay, quilters, I don't know how you're gonna do this, but now is your chance to choose the purple ribbon
Yes.
best of show design winner of our show. Okay,
right.
so we're gonna open up the voting right now. Okay, across the screen, do you see us? Look,
Okay.
now we're gonna hold stuff.
Now we're going to hold some.
Okay, I know, look at that. Okay, here's what you do. Click the name of the expert you think should win, put it in the comments, and the winning design will become our next downloadable pattern.
Right. So
that
don't
true?
click on it on your screen
No.
because then you'll stop the video and then you won't see the rest of the party.
Right, okay.
Okay.
And then just click the name of the expert you should win, okay? Now, choose the one you want in your collection the most. I'm just giving you some suggestions, okay? Don't forget, Erica has some other suggestions. Okay. Okay, now listen, I know the website's running a little slow, but we're getting your orders filled, and the number on the board says 14.
Okay.
Okay, but it's okay. We have 14 Blockstar die bundles left, but Eric and I, the royal we,
Yes.
is gonna build more bundles.
That's right.
Yeah, so don't worry. Okay, the Blockstar bundle includes the Go Starry Path,
Right.
the Go Maple Leaf,
Yes.
the Go Snails Trail, the 10 by 10 cutting mat, the 6 by 24 cutting mat, 6 by 24 inch ruler, a cow,
A cow.
and a must-have set, right? Regularly $271, your special price today, because Eric and I are in charge, $219.
That's
Did you
right.
see a cow?
I did see a cow.
Okay. Saving $52, and we're going to ship it to you free. Go to AccuQuilt.com/party.
Now you can also buy these individually,
Yes.
or you can also go to your local retailer and buy that from your local AccuQuilt retailer as well. They've got those dies as well, and they'd be happy to sell them to you too.
And to find that local retailer, go to AccuQuilt.com. At the bottom, it says store locator.
Or
We
at
try
the
to
top.
make things, or is
Yeah.
it at the top now?
It's at the top.
It's at the top.
It may be at the bottom too. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, so we should have a trunk show because
I think we
every
should.
good fair has quilts. And we have a special guest to help
do?
us with our
Oh.
trunk show.
We have a cow.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, so the first sample that we've got here, Miss Cow's brought us, is the Go Swirl wall hanging.
Isn't it pretty? It's Starry Path Garden Throw. Look how pretty that is.
I
Oh,
love
it's not
this.
Starry Path, it is.
No, it's the
Snail's Trail.
Yeah, with the snail's trail.
She can read the numbers.
So it's got blues and greens, and it kind of looks like waves to me.
I do. I like it. Listen, I think we should go to Florida and help Jeannie with her
Well,
project.
Jeannie, let's do that. Okay.
Okay, so next, are you ready? Now we have
The
the Starry Path Garden Throw.
Oh, okay.
Now listen, this, come on, Cal.
come on, here she goes.
Okay, this is actually one of my favorite patterns because mine, the one I made, only has 2 colors, but this has 4. Think of your stash, think of busting it, okay?
Yeah.
And do you not love this fabric? It has buttons on it.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
Super cute. Okay.
Great quilting on it, and then we use some other shapes. That's a square and a rectangle. I bet that
There's
came
a
out
die.
of a cube.
There's a die for
I
that.
bet there's a die for that.
Okay.
So the third one that we've got, actually, let's talk about the one behind us, shall
Oh,
we?
yes, shall we?
So this is the Starry Path Twirl wall hanging. And
Okay.
again, the Starry
Here,
Path,
I can go here. I can,
Pam's gonna show you some
Okay.
things here. It's the 4 colors again. I really like the 4 color look with this.
I do.
But with the fabric, you get a whole different feel for it.
Uh-huh.
And again, we've made use of some of those cube shapes with
Right,
it.
because here's squares and rectangles.
And strip dies.
Oh, and listen, what die is this? Do you know, Erica?
That is a little tiny half square triangle.
Yep.
And I'm guessing it came maybe from our
corners.
bow tie from
Yes.
corners.
Bow ties. Winner, she's good. Okay, what's next?
All right, Miss Cal. Oh, this is one of my favorite ones. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Patriotic Snail's Throw Quilt.
Yep, I agree. And I love it because it's all those red, white, and blue colors. And because it has so many points and blocks, they quilted it in circles, which I think is great. Okay, but me and my Halloween head, these are total witches' hats. Just saying.
Now, you quiz me, I'm going to quiz you.
Okay.
Okay, what die?
Okay, I call it half rectangles, but AccuQuilt calls it triangle and a square sides.
No, it's half rectangle, triangle, or, well, either way. Either way is
Yes,
good.
from
But
the
it's gonna
companion
come
set
out of
angles.
Angles, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Good job, Cal.
Thank you. She's so cute.
She's a darling. Listen, we should always have a cow. Okay, here we go. Okay, now this one is super cool. It is the twist throw, right?
Deco twist. Yeah.
And I
Deco
like
twist.
it because, here's why. It uses one of my favorite dye, but it doesn't look like Starry Path, right? They just
It
kind of
doesn't.
broken it all up and mashed it all together, and the colors are bright and they're just beautiful. So I like this one. Do you like this one, Miss Cal? She does.
She does. It's,
She does.
It's kind of her thing.
Okay.
All right. So the next one we're going to switch to our maple leaf. And I think I mentioned we did a table runner.
Yes.
This is our maple leaf table runner.
How do you do that with hooves? That's amazing. You can
That
hold this.
is. She's
Okay, the
very
lovely
good.
Erica actually made this table runner.
did.
And tell us about it.
So these are our maple leaves, and then we've got squares and some little cornerstones to put it all together.
Yep.
It's a little scrappy look. You could make it totally scrappy. It would be
Yes.
great.
I love the color choice. You know, it gets from orange to the reds to the
Mm-hmm.
burgundy. So, and this is my new favorite fabric. I like
With
that.
that little, it's got a little bit of a gold metallic. I don't know
It
if
does.
you can tell.
Like queens have.
Yes. But we
Princesses.
Like that. We like gold.
Okay.
So the next one's going to be the Starry Night wall hanging.
Okay. And this is the one that I made.
This is, and I love this. And we know Pam made this how? Because it's grunge fabric.
Yes, it is. And I only did the 2 colors, but now that I've made one and I've practiced, right, because that's what we tell people,
Yeah.
right? Every time you get a new dye, you want to find some fabric from your stash and make a test
Yep.
block. Okay, I did make a test block. I'm going to try one with 4 colors because I love it.
But this wall hanging would be so fast and easy.
Weekend project.
It's 9 blocks.
Yeah, weekend project. I made
Would
it.
go in a heartbeat.
Okay. The next one is called, with the snail's trail pattern, it's called Sunset Trails, Snails Trails, wall hanging.
And here it is.
Ta-da! Okay.
Ooh.
So look at this cool. So first of all, it has batik. So both Erica and I like it.
Yes.
And look, it doesn't even look like snail's trail, right? It just has that different look because we've turned them kind of on their sides.
Yeah.
But look how it is up here so much lighter than down below. But I love that variegation of it.
Yep. It would go
It's
together.
really
Again,
slick.
we've got another weekend project. You're
I
going
think
to
so.
chain piece, as Pam would say, for days.
For days. Witches' hats. Just saying. Okay, the next one is the one that I made. It's called Raspberry Swirl. Hey, listen, here, cheers
Oh.
to our lunch party.
Because this one makes us think of raspberry lemonade
It
when
does.
we look at it.
Okay,
Oh,
here we
it
go.
is.
Okay, listen.
Oh, so cute.
One day, not even a weekend. One day, I
One
cut
day.
all those pieces, sat at my machine, took off my shoes, got a little Diet Pepsi, some peanut M&Ms, and chain pieced for days. And it came together so quick. Okay? I love it. And again, think about your layer cakes in your stash,
Yeah.
right? And you could also use fat quarters.
Yeah.
Okay? Good job, Miss Cow.
Be a cute baby quilt, too, wouldn't it?
It would be darling.
It would
Oakley
be.
thinks it's hers. I think it belongs to AccuQuilt.
Oh, yeah. AccuQuilt probably thinks it belongs to AccuQuilt.
I think they
too.
probably do. Okay, here you go,
This one-
Erica.
Okay, this one is the sugar maple square wall hanging. And
We
this
should be in
one
Vermont.
needs to be on my quilt rack in my kitchen this fall, I think.
I feel like AccuQuilt probably thinks it belongs
And
here.
I think they do.
Okay,
But I
look
love
at
it.
how cool this is. So not only did we use the maple leaf, but we used our cubes, right? Actually, I'm going to tell you the fastest way to cut squares is with your strip die,
Well, yes.
right? 4
So-
patches for days. Yeah, that is so pretty.
And those stem blocks are just
Listen,
so cute.
if you live in the Northeast, this better be the #1 dye you're buying today.
That's right.
Okay?
That's
It's just a rule. Okay?
So the next one up is going to be the maple leaf sunflowers. And this one's going to use our maple leaf dye again, but with a whole different look
So
to
different.
it.
So different. Look at this. It doesn't even look like maple leaf.
It doesn't. Look
Okay?
at that.
Look how pretty this is. And I love how we've used the stems, right, for the centers. And I always love it when you turn a block on point, right? It gives it a completely different look. 2.5-inch strip die and half square triangles for days. That's super cute.
And again, I think you could go scrappy with this to an
You
extent too. I mean, you could really have a lot of fun with this. A lot of variations that you could do with it.
Hey, and don't forget, we're going to email you all of these patterns for free
Right.
once our event is over, right?
Right, and that'll
Okay.
go to the email address that you used when you registered for the event.
All right, so you ready? Let's talk about our 3 dyes. Because did you not love all of that trunk show? huge claps for our cow.
Goodbye, cow. Okay.
Not everybody has a cow in their office.
That's right.
Just saying.
So, well, it's because we're at the fair.
I know. I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so Starry Path is my favorite.
Yes.
No bias there, okay? It finishes to a 9-inch finished block. You can use it with all 3 of our Go Cutters plus the Studio with the adapter.
Right.
It gives that 3D look. You can cut one 3-color block in one pass. So it finishes to a 9-inch block. Gosh, I wish there was a 9-inch cube.
Oh, wait. There is.
There is. Think of those possibilities
so many
of
things
Starry
you can
Path
do.
in your cubes.
Or maybe even another bob.
Oh, yes. Think about that.
Think about that. Okay. So the next up is the maple leaf. That
Yep.
fun fall
Right here.
maple leaf. It's an 8-inch finished block. It'll fit in all 3 of our cutters again, or
Yep.
a Studio with the right adapter. Very traditional block. Beginner friendly, but good for any quilter. And it's going to cut that 2-color block in one pass. Plus, it's a great use for your scraps.
Yes. And it cuts that little stem.
That stem.
Okay, and finally, here we go. Ready?
Here we
I'm
go.
looking over here. I
Yep,
can see
yep,
us on the
yep.
monitor.
There we go.
Snail's Trail makes an 8-inch finished block. Is there an 8-inch cube?
There is.
Every time you buy a
There
Ready, Set,
is.
Go, there is. Fits the Go and the Go Big, as well as our Studio cutter with the appropriate adapter. Cuts in one pass 3 2-color blocks. Okay, oh, here we go. Ta-da, it was like magic.
Did you guys do your voting?
Okay.
So hard to choose.
So hard to choose.
I can't believe she made a Christmas quilt out of the maple leaf.
I know, I know. Okay, quilters. All the dies, we've cut off those dog ears.
Yep.
Because you're going to cut them off anyway. We did all that work for you. You're welcome.
And included the 1/4-inch seam allowance.
Yep. And they all come with free patterns. Don't forget, we're going to email you the
Right.
ones from our trunk show. But these free patterns are available at AccuQuilt.com. Now, of course, bobs have all the shapes you need to create an entire block on one die board. But just think of all the amazing projects you can make.
Right.
Oh my gosh, we just gave you just a little taste of some of the projects you can make with these new dies.
Because what's the saying? You gotta love a good pinwheel, right?
You gotta love this. I am gonna have a shirt made with that. Okay. All right, now quilters. We've been saying you as an attendee, you get a special treat.
Right.
Okay. We get lemonade. You get a special treat. Just because you registered today, we're going to give you those 3 patterns from each one of those new dies free.
That's right.
Okay. So
So-
again, we're going to come in that email that they
Yes.
registered with,
Yes.
right?
So
Okay.
the first one, and I really do like this one.
It is your
Okay.
favorite.
This one is going
I have to
compete
work,
with the
excuse
other
me.
one.
I
There
was
you
drinking.
go.
I thought there was a
So
cow.
this is the Go Falling Leaves Throw Quilt, and I love all the colors there. They just sing to me.
They do. And this one has pins on it, like sewing pins.
Like sewing pins?
Think of your stash, bust it all up, make this quilt.
And you'd have it done in no time.
Yep.
So the next one is going to be the Go Natural Snail Wall Hanging.
Okay. Again, we have no cow, so we have to do it on our own,
Yeah,
Erica.
that's right. We're on our own.
I think we can do it, though.
We can.
Okay, look at these pretty colors, okay?
Look at that pretty purple.
Lavender and those greens. And again, it doesn't really look like snail's fur, right?
It doesn't.
We tell quilters all the time at our virtual events, colorway matters.
Right.
You might look at a pattern and go, ugh, I really don't like that color pattern, but maybe you just don't like the color.
Right.
Okay.
And this is interesting to me because we've used several colors. It's not just the 2-color.
Yes.
You know, when I did my test block, I just used 2 colors. But
Yeah, me
I
too.
really like the effect of working that 3rd and 4th color in.
Yes. In your quilting head, you can do it.
You can.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
there you go.
Thank you.
One more. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay, this is the
so
Go
cool.
Starry Lattice.
Okay.
And this one is just hard to beat. Here, we'll hold
It
it up.
is so phenomenal, okay? So first of all, it has 4 colors, which is my new way to do it now, forever and ever.
Yes.
But look at this, Erica. We took those square and square, turned them on point, and flying geese, and all sorts of really cool
It's
stuff.
just stunning.
It is. And because we had all of those points and stars, they quilted it circle.
They did.
It's beautiful.
I love it.
It might go to
So
my house.
Those are your free patterns. Now again, you're going to get those at the email that you use to register for this event.
Yep, so watch for it. All right,
So we've got one more prize winner. It's going to be our grand prize winner who wins one of each of our 3 new bob dies.
What a lucky duck.
So I think this deserves a drum roll.
I think we have a drum roll.
Okay.
You ready?
We've got a drum roll.
Drum roll.
Okay, our lucky grand prize winner is Deborah R. from New Jersey.
Yay, Deborah!
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All 3. Wow.
Lucky duck.
She is going to have fun.
She is. I hope she gets it soon, so like over the weekend she can
too.
sew. Okay, we'll work on that. All right, now speaking of winners, choose your favorite expert pattern right now because we're closing the vote soon. Remember to put your vote in the comments section, not on the screen, because what happens if you poke on the screen?
Then you pause it and you miss the rest of the party.
And you'll be crabby about that.
will be
Okay. All right. Now, while we get these last votes, let's get an update on our Block Stars die bundle. Okay. So, Erica, we have 6 left.
And I know the website's been a little overwhelmed with all of the orders. So
It has.
Pam and I have made an executive decision. And definitely there are going to be more bundles left. So don't let that low count bother you. Just go ahead, keep ordering through midnight. Is that what we said?
Yeah, midnight Central Time. Okay. So it's like 1 o'clock almost.
And again, those individual dies can be ordered individually, or you can get them from your local AccuQuilt retailer as well.
You can. All right. And in that bundle, you get Starry Path, Maple Leaf, Snail's Trail, the 2 cutting mats that you need to use, a 10 by 10 and a 6 by 24. Plus that 6 by 24 inch ruler, Eric and I use it all the time to subcut.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally you would pay $271. I feel like tomorrow.
Yes.
Right? But no, those bundles would be gone by tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay. Your special price today during our event, $219. You're going to save $52. And because Erica and I said so, we're going to ship it to you free.
There you go.
Go to AccuQuilt.com/party because our launch party is almost over.
It is.
I know. We've had such a good time here.
We've had a great time. It's about time to see our winners.
I know.
Isn't it?
Okay. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. This is a really hard choice. I don't know how people. I think they all 3 are spectacular.
Yeah, they are. They're great. Okay. All right. You ready?
Okay.
The purple ribbon.
Wait, drum roll.
Drum roll.
Give us a drum roll.
Here we go. We have
the
some.
drum roll.
Okay.
Okay.
The drum roll. All right. The winner of our purple ribbon is Jeannie. Yay! Congratulations, Jeannie.
Oh my gosh. That's
Okay,
great.
Erica and I are coming to Florida to see the winning project.
Yes,
don't you think?
I love how she worked those dies all together.
Oh, it's so cool. Good job, Jeannie. Hey, and Vicki and Barbara, good job. You did a great job.
They were all fantastic.
They were fabulous.
Well, remember, you can buy each of these new dies on our website at AccuQuilt.com or from a signature retailer near you.
Yep.
Now, if these dies excited you, just wait till you see what we've got in store for you next, because we're not done. We have more surprises coming this fall and this winter.
Oh, so wait, we're going to have some more launch parties?
So stay tuned.
Oh, you are. We are. Okay, so actually, in just 1 month, next month, on September 22nd, it's a Tuesday.
Yep.
Join Eric and I for another virtual party because we're going to launch some new product. Do you know what it is?
I do.
I know what it is. Erica is so excited.
We really love it, and
we
we're
do.
not going to tell you.
No, that's all. Okay, but we can't tell anything else, but we promise you that you won't want to miss it.
You won't.
Yep. Okay.
So watch your email for a link to download those free patterns. And if you enjoyed this virtual launch party, be sure you tune into Facebook every Wednesday at 12 noon Central Time.
Yep.
You can join my friend Pam here, and she's going to have lots of great projects and fun things for you every Wednesday. Again, that's at noon with Facebook Live. So on behalf of our entire team, cows and all, here at AccuQuilt,
lemonade.
we want to thank you for everything that you do to support AccuQuilt.
Quilters, we are so happy you joined us today, and we hope to see you again soon, like maybe September 22nd?
Like maybe September 22nd or next Wednesday.
Or next Wednesday, all right? 12 noon Central Time. Remember, quilters, with our Bob Die collection, you can have a ton of ways to help you cut time.
So you can quilt more.
Yay.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.